Hey, what's up YouTube? Jett again. We're going today just briefly be going over what Bauhaus is. We're not going to get too far into it. I'm just going to give you an example of what some of the work that they did is. It's a Jewish intellectual art movement. For the soy boys tuning in, Jett B2, Mario teaches typing, so forget the Nintendo Switch. This is vintage. Also, I have the game. Hey, what's up? Hey! Anyway, we also have the game. Oh, you like Keck? We also have the game that David Duke was based after. Yeah, David Duke. There it is. There it is. Duke Nukem, really David Duke. Great expansion pack. Because if you know Duke, he's always on vacation. Anyway, it's a little inside joke. Hey, you're stepping on my research. Come on. Okay, so what is the Bauhaus movement? Basically, the Bauhaus movement was started by Martin van der Leers and these German degenerates, which later spawned into a Jewish intellectual movement. And the guys that didn't plan this is horrible optics. There's great optics, but anyway. Yeah. Anyway. So, I have on here from, it's like Alex Jones document cam. German, what's the website? Germanculture.com. Okay. So, let's go over the Bauhaus school. The Nazi majority of Bauhaus suspended the seat of learning Paul Schütz-Naumburg. He was the architect that they sent into the school to reestablish pure German art instead of the cosmopolitan rubbish. The Bauhaus, leave Duke alone. Leave him alone. Anyway, all right, let's focus. Okay, so here's what happened. There's this art school in Germany, and the Nazis can't keep it. Like when you see those book burnings and stuff, the Nazis are burning what we're gonna look at. But my cat doesn't even care. Stuff it notice it doesn't step on that one, it steps on that one. Hilarious. Okay. So let's get to it. Stop! You'll get attention later. Stop. Okay. The Nazis' degenerate art exhibition in 1937 featured works by several former Bauhaus teachers. The Nazis failed in their efforts to completely erase the Bauhaus, its forced closure, and the subsequent immigration of many of pretty much all the Bauhaus school. Stop. All the Bauhaus school. Stop. I got work to do. You're going upstairs. Okay. So, what they do is they leave Germany with the rise of Hitler, and they come to Chicago with the help of Rockefeller. Okay? That would be the University of Chicago. I don't know if the University of Chicago was there at that time, but Chicago's a hotbed. Okay? So, let's just... And then we have here... The new Bauhaus, founded in 1937 in Chicago, was immediate successor to the Bauhaus, dissolved in 1933 under National Socialist pressure. Bauhaus ideology had a strong impact throughout America, but it was only at the new Bauhaus that the complete curriculum, as developed under Walter Gropius, I should have added the in Weimar and Dessau, was adopted and further developed. The former okay, that's too much artsy. Basically, these guys, Hitler closed them by the act of the Berlin police. They got so many complaints. They finally closed it. All the books you see, all the artwork you see is by these guys. And then they came to America, and they're still building architect today. So let's go over a little bit of what Bauhaus School is. Basic philosophy. This is St. Peter's Basilica. This is the Vatican. So this is what would be known as traditionalism. And everything in this has what we call order. I apologize, my handwriting is horrible. Everything this is all order. See it? Okay. Now, this is modernism, postmodernism, this is Bauhaus. They simply are living machines. See the difference? Let's compare. Art is not subjective. One is better than the other. One has order. One has meaning. Which, you know, we can talk about modernism and postmodernism. I don't know, there's no meaning there, okay? But here's the thing. This is going to shock you. The reason why Jews create this kind of art, if you can call it that, or this kind of architecture, living machines, versus this, is that this is discrimination to them. A Jew views this as anti-Semitic. Why? The Inquisitions, the pogroms, all of that. So this to them is anti-Semitic. That's why they create this. Let's look at what Bauhaus actually looks like. There it is. Finally, a brook that brings a breath of fresh air to the lifeless literature on Bauhaus. I gave you the plug. So let's look at, as I said, these are all Jewish guys. Most of them. It's a Jewish movement, so it doesn't matter. But let's go over some key. Okay. Like you're gonna start seeing here where you say, like, I saw videos about the Illuminati. Well, it's just these guys having fun. Look at. Today someone would be like, that's the Illuminati. The light bulb is illuminating the triangle. Again, ugly, just... It's an attempt to be vintage, but they don't master it because they don't like traditionalism. So it's a postmodern spin on it. Let's keep going. YouTube, all of this is protected under Creative Commons, so I really don't want to have to fucking deal with your bullshit. Okay. This is art to them. That's art. What's up, Mario? That is more artistic. Which is more artistic, guys? The guy who drew Mario or that? I mean, come on. Look, it's like they got a whole bunch of these. Let's go. Study of contrasts using different materials, but see, like, study of contrast. Get the fuck out of here. It's not really art. That is not art. What do they say this is? Like many material studies from Lichtenvolkers, this 1921 work by Oscar Schlipp is based on contrast. It's based that he's a fucking moron. Doesn't know how to draw. Oh, what? This is art? This looks like my math. Like, this looks like someone's geometry homework. So, okay, let's get to some of the big shots here. They attempt to draw Jesus. This is why they cannot draw Jesus. They mock him. They mock Jesus. Look at that. Look at that. Compared to, like, there, St. Peter's Basilica. Do you think, look at any of Michelangelo's work. Nothing. This is disgraceful. The Eisenheimer Altar by Matthias Grunwald. One of the most important works in the history of German painting, is a typical example of the medieval paintings that, no, it's not. It's a coloring book, and it's this insult. Don't try to rationalize it. Guys, this is passion. Alright. I want to show you guys that shitty lamp. You'll see it all the time. This is like occult shit, I guess you would say. I don't know. They have a lot. Here's more triangles. Again, what, you know, they can't just simply make a fucking vase. Traditionalism. Traditionalism. See, they always have, here's what they have to do. They always have to go against order. Like this, it's this, what's the opposite of this? This. That's the whole game. I mean, I actually do like this because of the coloring, but it's not art. And it's actually cubism. So it's, in a way, it kind of is the closest thing I've seen so far to real art. And we can get into a debate about cubism, which some of the bands do. Here, early hippie work. Is this by Picasso? Who is this? See, they keep doing this medieval art. That's not medieval art. Okay, let's see here. This is a little bit of architecture. Guys, a lot of the thinking for the Bauhaus school comes from the Frankfurt school, which is more of a cultural... Yeah, they always say, like, oh, the Tavistock Institute or something. No, a lot of our thinking in America comes from the Frankfurt school. The Frankfurt school. And, you know, Adorno... T.W. Adorno said that after Auschwitz, it's barbaric to write poetry. So that's why you're getting shit like this. Because, like, look at it. That's why they're not capable of creating, like, real art. They don't have a soul. This is just modernism. Table in the summer feels like... Would you use this as a coffee table? Seriously? And that thing would probably be like $1,000. So. What are these? Let's scroll through. Look at the human body. No. And I guess this reveals who invented African art. Klaus Blomhaus, Rudolf Lutz. Yeah. So much for African art, invented by 2 Jews. Art and technology. This is really what we're going to close on because this is the most disgusting and the most apparent. And the other stuff of this is art theory that really... It's nerdy. I'm a nerd. Anyway. Like, would you guys buy that chair? How about that chair? I mean, don't even take it, but like, oh, Jett, it's not comfortable. Just like... Okay, say you had money. You had, like, all the money in the world. And you have enough money that you can buy this. Oh, fucking soy boys. Look at that. Ooh, vacuum seal original. Soy boys, hit me up on Gab. We can talk. We can talk. I got the book. I got everything. What else do I got, soy boys? I'm sorry, it's a commercial break. I need to make money. They're shutting down my PayPal. They're shutting down everything. Soy boys, I think I have the gold cartridge. I gotta find it, but look, soy boys. I got the book and the box. And look how pristine the box is, boys. Soy boys. Alright. So, if anybody wants to see like some Nintendo... And I got a bunch of stuff, guys. Crazy. Hey, Earthbound. Earthbound. Like, I got Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown. Alright, then I have more David Duke. Alright, and look, the original Half-Life. Alright, so, hit me up on Gab. You guys, soy boys, can buy that. Now back to, sorry for the commercial break. But I don't... Alright, let's get back to, I want to show you guys the lamp, because every store has it. I've shown it, like, successfully. There's actually the concept for the lamp. So they worked on this lamp for a long time. It's like the masterpiece of Bauhaus. Yeah, I don't think anybody's putting that in their kitchen. Tapestries. I never liked them. Originated here. Let me show you an example of this. So, what they're doing with this is, this has no point. This makes no sense. This. Just think of an hourglass. I don't want to go get mine. I have an hourglass. Think of an hourglass that actually serves a point. What does this do? Nothing. Again, with the coffee, they keep trying it. Just keeps getting worse and worse. There we go, a little Illuminati for you. Bruno Mars Illuminati now. T-Bowl, there we go. I love it. The classic lamp. Everybody's got one. It's in every store. So I don't know if everybody's got one, but it's in every store. Who invented it? Table lamps. Look at it. It keeps. That's at the. Yeah. This was like. This is like their greatest. I don't know if they say it is, but in my opinion, it's their greatest work. It's like in every store. You go to Walmart. You go to Target. You go to Kmart. You go. I don't know what the hell you got up in Canada. You go anywhere, they have this lamp. The table lamps of metal and of glass. Yeah, that's pretty much what they are. Just basic shit. I have a ton of variants of these. It's it's actually hard to go to a store and not find a lamp that's Bauhaus. Let's see. I wouldn't be surprised if like a non-Jew invented it, but it's still degenerate. It was designed so that a German designed the advertisement. Okay. Which introduced Herbert Bayer. I have to research him. All of this is a Jewish intellectual movement, though. As discussed in, I think, Culture of Critique. I'm just showing you guys, this is if you want to get more into it. Again, I don't think anybody's... This is what they... So, see, like this, when you go in, see these chairs and that fucking lamp, when you go in there, any of these, like a lot of college buildings look like this and stuff. That's like the stuff you got to sit on. It's just living machines. They took a home and made it or a building, they took a place of people working together, humanity. Not to sound like Alex Jones, we're going to space. They took humanity and they just made it into living machines. They took life, beauty, order, the right to do the right thing in life, morality, working together. If I showed other office buildings that are beautiful, like Trump Tower or something, that's people taking pride in their work. This is just like a Chinese people mill. People leave probably this building and they want to just go kill themselves. And then more, just not art. This would not be art, yeah. Again, heavy themes, Messianic, whatever. Again, we talk about order. No order in a simple advertisement. But yes, the two biggest things, besides that, guys, buy my Zelda, Soy Boys, is, where is it? Did I pass it? You will just go. I challenge any of you guys. It's in every store. Every, basic IKEA or whatever the fuck. And then, Amazing how, like, I just grabbed a group of pages and I went right back to that. It's like God wants me to do this video. And then how they cannot draw God. They can't. And that's supposed to be a tree or something. But anyway, that's Bauhaus Art in a nutshell. Now you don't have to read, like, I mean, you guys can keep reading. Our, hold on. Hero shut it down. But then they reopened in Chicago, and, you know, they still running the day. You can go to Target, and colleges are still building this. So, this is gonna get like the video. Bad. Bad. So, our hero, he liked that kind of art. He didn't like that kind of art. Alright, guys.